Hi, Ty from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Mickey Mouse, The Super Sword from 1967. So let's get started. Mickey and Goofy, transported back through time in a fantastic time machine, landed in the medieval England. Deciding to stay a while, they set up a business and soon became expert at making horseshoes and swords. Then one day, Mickey fashioned a sword that he knew was special. It radiated power, superpower. This is the finest sword I had ever made. It is super sharp and rigid, said Mickey proudly. I'm going to give this sword to our king. An instant later, they heard shouts of help and eek coming from outside. Mickey and Goofy ran to their door to see what was happening. Vikings. The town people was in panic. Approaching swords was a ship full of fierce Viking warriors. Even worse, it was ships of the most dreaded Viking of all, is the Red. Come on, Goofy, called Mickey. We're better free too. But just then a Denzo shriek pierced the ear. Mickey turned and ran to offer aid. He then saw that Red had captured the king's daughter, lovely Princess Minnie. Unhand her, you big red-bearded, demanded Mickey, waving his sword. The Red dropped Minnie and laughed as he moved toward Mickey. Ho ho, do you have any last words? Yes, prepare to defend yourself. Take that. Mickey thought he had Red at his mercy, but a Viking raider tossed a barrel over Mickey, knocking the super sword from his hand. I must have that sword, said Red. It cut mine right in two. With this sword, I can raid any town, any country, boasts Red. Now, Viking, load our plunder aboard. It is time to sail. Princess Minnie was put on board the Viking ship, for the Red knew that he could get a fine ransom from her father, the king. Mickey and Goofy would put on work as oarmen. Blister on my hands are getting blisters, sighed Goofy. Oops. Goofy's sure hand slipped from the oar, and Goofy tumbled into the oarman behind him. And that oarman bumped the oarman behind him. And that oarman bumped the oarman behind him. On and on it went. Quick, Goofy, whispered Mickey. This is our chance to escape. An instant later, they both jumped overboard. Swim underwater till we are out of arrow range. Reaching shore, Mickey glanced back at the Viking ship. They are going into that shelter inlet. That's where their camp must be. Goofy was more concerned about something that had slipped into his hat. Well, gadzooks, said the surprised Goofy as he emptied his hat. I guess I have got our dinner. Mickey sat down and sighed. Now all we have to do is get the super sword and rescue Prince Minnie. Early the next morning, Mickey and Goofy reached the Viking camp. They probably asleep, said Mickey. We better get some branches to conceal ourselves just in case. They tiptoed down to the camp and then went out warning, Ah Chew. Sorry, Mickey, sniffled Goofy, but there must be something in the air that's giving me the sneeze. Mickey quickly tied a handkerchief over Goofy's nose to prevent him from sneezing again. Then they moved on quietly. We can't escape in that little sailboat, said Mickey, as soon as we find Princess Minnie and get the sword. A moment later, Mickey slipped past a sleeping guard and found Prince Minnie. Mickey's heart skipped a beat as he led Prince Minnie out of the hunt, for the guard was wakened. Suddenly, Goofy nose started twitching. I think I'm going to sneeze, he said. Mickey acted fast. He grabbed a bucket and pushed it over Goofy's head, hoping to stop or muffle the sneeze. Chew. Right into the hunt where the red was sleeping. Who hit me with a bucket? Bellowed the red. Mickey ordered Goofy and Prince Minnie to run to the boat and cast off. I'll, I'll stall them and then meet you on the other side of the bay. Mickey jumped in front of the red, and the chase was on. If I can make him mad enough, thought Mickey, he might do something dumb and give me a chance to get the super sword. Red, unable to catch the fleet, footing Mickey, and got madder and madder, but it was Mickey who then did a foolish thing by getting cornered in front of a stack of herring barrels. Well, any old barrel in a storm. Ha, my little fishy chap. But just then, a well-armed barrel landed on top of Red, knocking the sword from his hand. Mickey grabbed the super sword and ran toward the bay. He was surprised to see that Goofy and Prince Minnie had not sailed away. What's wrong? No wind. Acting fast, Mickey plucked a feather from a nearby chicken. And then he hopped aboard the sailboat and tickled Goofy's nose. Ah, true. Goofy's sneeze blew the sailboat out to sea beyond arrow range of the pursuing Vikings. I have lost the sword and the ransom for the princess, grumbled Red, all because of that pipsqueak heron. Meanwhile, the pipsqueak heron was surprised with a thank you kiss. You brave, wonderful rescue, gasped Prince Mitty. The Viking feared Mickey and the super sword. Stay clear of the kingdom. Sure, as a reward, the king signed an official document proclaiming Mickey and Goofy special court armors. So Mickey and Goofy stopped making horseshoes and made armor for the king and his officials, some of who were as big as horses, 86 and a half. This job could keep us here forever, said Goofy, chuckling. I like it, replied Mickey, and To himself, he said, "I also like seeing Princess Minnie from time to time. She's cute." So that was Mickey and the Super Sword for 1967. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.